Hi, my name is Franzi, and today I will be talking to you about mushrooms, specifically hallucinogenics like psilocybin. Now, when you think of mushrooms, you typically associate them with a bunch of hippies at a concert tripping in the 60s, but I assure you there's so much more to them than just that. They have been proven to have so many benefits for humankind by countless researchers, and today I will be talking to you about those benefits. Accumulating evidence suggests that psilocybin can be used safely to treat a range of psychiatric conditions, including end-of-life anxiety and depression, alcohol and tobacco addiction, obsessive-compulsive disorder, and most recently, treatment-resistant major depression. Findings from many volunteer studies and trials with psychedelics shows that these drugs can have rapid, long-lasting positive impact on mental health, often just after 1 or 2 doses. So let's begin with how psilocybin works. Psilocybin contains a phosphate molecule called psilocin, and it's what actually sends people on a trip because it binds to one of the same receptors as serotonin, which is the molecule involved in things from sleep and blood pressure to mood regulation and depression. The psilocin molecule binds to the 5-HT2A receptor in your brain, resulting in hallucinations. Scientists believe that psilocybin may actually be creating entirely new connections in our brain using parts of it that we never had before. Policy changes in the last 10 to 15 years have let researchers finally start studying not just the basic effects of psilocybin, but also the possible therapeutic benefits. These studies typically involve giving 1 or 2 moderate to high doses of psilocybin in the presence of at least one psychiatrist for different disorders. One of the areas of therapeutic interest is for people with treatment-resistant depression. In one early study, researchers treated participants with treatment-resistant depression, and about 2/3 of them responded to psilocybin positively 1 week after treatment, and 60% still showed improved depression scores 3 months later. Only a few studies have been done so far, but they seem to suggest that psilocybin can improve depression scores dramatically. And when compared to traditional antidepressants, which require a daily dose, hallucinogens can show months of benefit after just 1 dose. Researchers have found that psilocybin can be pretty good at helping treat addiction as well. They have specifically looked at cigarette and alcohol addiction. These studies are pretty preliminary, but in a study of people with alcohol dependence, participants drank less frequently and had fewer heavy drinking days for up to 2 months after getting a single psilocybin treatment, which is less compared to doing traditional therapy once a week. And for the smoking addiction, one study showed that 80% of people were smoke-free after 6 months and 60% were still smoke-free up to 57 months later after just 2 to 3 doses of psilocybin. So a big question for future psychedelic research is whether it's possible to get benefits without actually tripping. So scientists look into microdosing, which involves regularly taking super small doses of psychedelics, small enough not to trip but enough to feel positive mood boost. And a team of researchers has been exploring the possibility of a non-hallucinogenic psilocybin molecule that also binds to the 5-HT2A receptor that might give antidepressive benefits without the high. While psilocybin is non-addictive and really difficult to overdose on, there still can be side effects, and that's why it is not legal at this time. Things like paranoia and anxiety while tripping can put people at risk of physical harm and sometimes even more long-term psychological problems. This is why there has been a lot of research into this drug, and hopefully in the future they find safe ways to administer this to help people with serious psychological conditions. It does seem that research on psilocybin bodes a promising future, but only time will tell if it'll go mainstream as a formal therapeutic. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you have a great day.